Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch on this 02.02.2024. Couple twos there. Um, Current time is 05:57 a.m. Eastern Time here in Upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of Upstate New York where I live and reside on this Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Okay, get this started here. What happened? Yes, thank God it's Friday. We made it to the weekend. Jim Figurity's up. Okay. Got to get the big screen going. Oh, yep, there we are. We're on the big screen. And, ooh, what's that? But we're here, and we have the morning coffee. As far as that goes, let me get it going. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And what better way to do it with the coffee and spend some time with you as you're spending time here with me. And I'm Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, at Fireman Rich here on Twitch, at Fireman Rich over there on X/Twitter, at Fireman Rich on Truth Social, at Fireman Rich on Blue Sky, and at Fireman Rich on Instagram threads. On the public Facebook, I'm over there on the real Fireman Rich. There's a few other places too. So, but good morning to our good friend here, Aussie Joanna, and coming in from Australia. I believe, was it Melbourne, Joanne? Is it Melbourne? I don't know if I put you down on the thing here. How come I don't have you down on the thing here? Is it Melbourne? She's a viewer from Jim Figurity's crowd there. He's on. Jim is on right now. I gotta put you on my list. You've been here enough times. No, I'm okay. Where are you? What part of Australia are you from again, girl? Aussie Joanne. We appreciate you being here. And actually, it's late over there. It's evening time. It's getting close to hit 10 o'clock. Or are you by Sydney? I forget where it is. Or Queensland, isn't it? Are you up there in Queensland with Mel? Queensland. Okay, that's what I thought. Queensland, but not the same. You're in Queensland. Okay. You're on the. I'm putting you. So I remember. I got you. So the regulars here I got to put down because sometimes I forget. You know, I'm up there in age now and stuffs like that. So Aussie Joanne. So Joanne, she is from Queensland, Australia. Queensland, which is you call it. That's the state. The state is called. Is it states or territories over there, or regions? I forget. You know, it's just like. I think up in Canada, they're regions. Or a place called Tuwumuba. Okay, Queensland. Oh, I'll remember that. Yeah, because Mel 17, she's from Rockhampton, Central Queensland. So that's a state. That's right, a state. I gotta remember that they're the same Queensland, and. So let's see, Queensland, it's a state, and it's called two, that's a mouthful, and I'm probably butchering it as far as how you say it, because I grew up in a town here in Tioga County called Appalachian, and Appalachian, a lot of people, they look at it, they pronounce it Appalachian, and it's actually Appalachian, and that's where I grew up as far as that goes. MBA. Australia. Okay, so we got you on there. So you've been here enough times. I want to make sure I remember those. And you're in Queensland, which is a state. Which I think the number of stars in the Australian flag represents the number of states there are in Australia. They don't have as many stars as the United States, but so I got you on the thing there, which is good. Let's see, more time views. Oh, okay, that's that list. But we're getting our day started here with the morning coffee. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's the weekend, a long week, busy week. Was busy yesterday morning, uh, first of the month. We're in a new month. And let's see, state inland from Brisbane. Okay, you're inland. Okay, from Brisbane. Okay, but that's how far are you? Are you close to the Melbourne or I always reference Australia by Melbourne and Sydney. I think you're over towards near you're north of no, you're north of Sydney. Is that where is Queensland on this? I gotta bring up. Let me bring up a map of Australia here. Seeing that we're talking about Australia. I get some geography. Get some geography first thing here Friday morning. Let's see. Map of Australia. Map of Australia. Let's see. There we go. There's a map of Australia. Let's see. We'll bring up a map of Australia. Okay, Queensland is more northeast. Okay, you're above New South Wales. Okay, okay. So there's one, two, three, four, five. There's five states in Australia. So Brisbane. Okay, Brisbane is north of Sydney. Okay, I see that. I got the map. Where I always like to know where the folks are from and stuff like that. So you're inland from Brisbane. So yeah, Brisbane is just over the line from New South. Oh no, actually, okay. Wait a minute. One, two. There's Tasmania, Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland. That's one, two, three, four. South Australia. That's five. Northern Territory six, and then Western is seven. There's there's seven states. Seven because Tasmania. I always thought Tasmania was a country unto its own. I think it's part of or is Tasmania a state also, or is that part of Victoria? I'm taking it's part of its own state. So okay, yeah. So I got it. Okay, okay. Thank you, Joanne. That's cool. I always like looking. Australia is on my bucket list to. Thank you. Okay, yes, is on my bucket list to visit. Of course, there's some. Australia has some really bad insects. But who can't love the koala bear? You know, as far as that goes. I don't want to tangle with any kangaroo. I'd like to see a kangaroo. I don't think I've ever seen. Yeah, I think I've seen one in the zoo. But to see them out there in the bush, that would be pretty neat as far as that goes. Because I love the scenes there out in the back. It's probably out in the backlands or the what they call the bush out in the wilderness there. That would be pretty good. We got a ad break that ends here, but we are getting our day started here. Getting a little geography from about Australia, and we're getting our day going. But we had a busy day yesterday. We took care of some things that I always say that I've been retired 9.5 months going on to actually it's less it's this is my ninth month I think because actually I retired officially last May 1st. So let's see, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Let's see, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So we just finished January. So it's 9 months I've been retired. I always count that half, the 2 weeks that I was on vacation. I was thinking about that yesterday. And because I'm trying to get into the habit of doing some stuff, being retired and officially retired. Are you? Oh yes, I am every day, Joanne. Oh, I can't every day. I mean, this has been great. It has been great. It is great, and it's going to continue to be great. But I'm always aware of where I'm at currently and stuff like that, and it's better than what I would be expected of because the big thing about retiring is, are you going to be financially secured and stuff like that? And we're not rich, we're not poor, but we're right there in the middle. As long as the economy doesn't tank out any more than it is now, we're surviving we're doing a little bit better than a lot of other people. I'd have to say, knock on wood, and that concerns me for other people and stuff like that. But we're doing okay. We don't live outside our means. That's always been our thing. The missus and me, when we got married, we always live within our means as far as overspending and all that. And I don't have any debt or anything like that, which is good. I always was a very particular. Where I guess my sister, she one time back a long time ago and stuff like that. She called she used the word cheap. She said, "Rich, you're cheap." Not cheap. I just want to make sure I don't go into debt, because I guess I look back when I was single, and I lived from payday to payday, and I was in debt for you know before I got married. The missus was she was she was let's just say my life really improved once I got married and I settled down and stuff. So retirement is doing good, and the missus is retired too. So we're both retired, and but the first of the month, there's always things. I'm trying to get into this habit now, and I think I'm finally getting into the routine. There's certain things I got to look at as far as concerning my retirement, and I've done that yesterday, and it took a good part of the morning, but it's just checking in on things and stuff. And yeah, thank you. That's good. Yeah, it is good. So because there's things you got to check on to make sure everything is is good, because there's a lot of scammers out there. We're getting and one of the new things I'm doing now is I'm keeping tabs of we don't answer the phone call when it pops up scam risk, and if we don't know the phone number, they go on a list. So I got like almost 2 dozen over the last month and a half, 2 dozen numbers now that we don't answer at all, and I'm one step away from blocking them if they ring in again. But these scammers, they're always changing their phone number and stuff like that. But I put that in the aspect that it's a game I play with that. But being retired, you have a target on your back with some of these scammers, and I'm aware of them. I'm just surprised that some people, I'm looking at it, it's like, really? Are you serious? Some of the messages is like, are you serious? I'm not going to, this one message, it was, they gave the impression they were the electric company. They wanted me to call back and make sure you have your bill and stuff like. They don't do that. If anything, we'd probably get something in the mail first. They don't call. They don't. It's almost like it's like I'm not falling for that. And but there's people that do, and I'm sort of being in touch with these scams that are going on for older people that are older than me, that actually do, when they lose their money, which is it just takes a little smarts and stuff like that. But yes, I am enjoying it very much, Joanne. I am very much enjoying and I think it's being good, because I'm staying out of the missus's way, because she has a routine as far as here at the house and stuff like that. And but she said, I guess she's tolerating me, which no, she's doing. I guess she likes me being home and stuff, and I really feel comfortable and really enjoying it, and I think I'm really fortunate to be where I'm at right now. Do I miss the job? Not really. No, I'm really, because I got more time for myself. And the most important after the missus is I get to take naps. I took a 2-hour nap yesterday. So do I take them every day? Most every day. I do. I take a nap or I lay down and stuff, and that is so refreshing as far as that goes. So, but we had a good walk yesterday. I don't think the missus is going to walk with me today, because she's got some meetings with her volunteer work that she does in the community. So I'm going to be off on my own, walking the back 9 of the golf course here next door, and as such. And let me put this over here. And I got to check the. Let's see. Check the. Let's see, what's the broadcast doing? The broadcast is doing good. Yep, we got a steady line. We got volume. I'm sure we have volume. Yeah, we have good volume. We got good volume. So just to check on the broadcast. And let's see. This morning we are currently at 37 degrees. Oh, we dropped a degree. Holy crap! It was 38 just before coming on, so we dropped the degree to 37 degrees Fahrenheit here in the southern tier of upstate New York. That's 2.7 degrees Celsius, and so that's not too bad. 37. It was comfortable yesterday. Overcast. We still have the cloudy overcast. So we got cloudies, possible snow. Let me see. Do we have any snow? I don't see. I just see cloudy, but cloudy with snow showers mainly during the morning. I can't see what's out there, but it's not snowing. That's for sure. If it's 37 degrees out, it's not. There's no. All the snow is, for all intents and purposes, is melted off, and and it's wet. We've got a lot of water. When we came back. Oh, I got to talk about the visit, the thing that I wonder if I can bring. No, I can't bring that up. I wonder if I can bring it. No, I got to talk about what we did Wednesday. We had a big trip up to a couple establishments here Wednesday. I forgot. I said I was going to. I talked about it Wednesday beforehand, but we had a good trip Wednesday afternoon. Me and the missus. We went out to lunch. I'll talk about that in a minute. I just remembered that. Let's see the. Oh yeah, I can bring that up. Let's see. Let me get this set. Let me get this set up here, folks, for a minute. Oh, there's the missus yawning. Let's see. Let's get this set up. I'm gonna get this set up. And let's see. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna go share my screen. And then we're gonna start. Oh, I don't have to plug the number in anymore. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we're up and running as far as that goes. Okay, I got something to share that I posted on over there on X/Twitter, and we'll. Oh, let me turn the volume down on that one here. I got the tablet. I can bring it up via the tablet. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Oh, don't want to hit the mic. Okay, we're good. Okay, we'll get that fired up there and stuff. Okay, so let's see. We got cloudy with snow showers mainly during the. Let's see, Joanne, have you? Okay, where am I getting the? Hang on for a minute. I'm getting some feedback. Okay. I think that should be. Oh, I know where it's coming from. Okay. Oh, I know where it's coming from. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. I got the volume shut off. I'll just have to keep it like that. Okay. I'll turn that off. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got that taken care of. Okay, we got that taken care of. Let's see. We go there. I'm gonna hit there. So Joanne, you said, have you seen some of the scam baiting community? Oh yeah. I know our good friend Jim Figerty. He broadcasts some of them. I've watched them a few, and they're it's ridiculous. I can't. I'm not that smart, Joanne. Okay, I think I'm somewhat intelligent to know that's when they're presenting something that's BS. So let's see. Can I silence? Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, So yeah, I've seen it and stuff. You got to be aware of it, because there's always somebody trying to, if you get, that you got money, they're gonna make a market. I guess that's Murdoch that's meowing. But let's see. Today we got currently cloudy with snow showers mainly during the morning, which I don't think we see any snow out there. Temperatures near steady in the mid of upper 30s. Winds north by northwest. What are you doing, Murdoch? You want to come here? Come here, buddy. You want to say hi? Come here. You're okay. What's wrong? You What's wrong? What's wrong, Murdoch? Huh? He's looking for the ball? Oh, you're standing up. Okay, he's looking. Okay, yeah, Murdoch. He's. It's okay. You want to come up here? You can come up here. Yeah, they're like our children. He's just yelling. Let's see. Chance of snow 60%, but I don't see anything on the graph here and stuff like that. So, uh, let's see. The sun will be rising this morning at 7:19, which is in another hour and 1 minute. It's 6:18 right now, a.m. Um, 7:19 a.m. The sun will be rising here in the southern tier of upstate New York and setting at 5:21. We're getting more daylight. And our world times and temperatures as I speak start in Honolulu, Hawaii at 1:18 a.m. Cloudy sky, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, 4:18 a.m. currently. Cloudy skies with some clearing, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois, the Windy Cindy of Chicago, Illinois, 5:18 a.m. currently there in Chicago. Cloudy skies, 37 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle, it is 6:18 a.m., 6:18 currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Cloudy skies, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, as far as that goes, that's what the nickname of it, the pond. Cork, Ireland at 11:19 a.m. It's cloudy skies there in Cork, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy, 12:19 p.m. It's raining in Milan, and they have 48 degrees Fahrenheit, same temperature. In Kuala Lumpur, at 7:19 p.m. in their early evening, it's clear skies and sunny there in Kuala Lumpur, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, 8:19 p.m. in the evening currently, cloudy skies, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. In Melbourne, Australia, the great continent and country of Australia, in Melbourne, Australia, at 10:19 p.m., clear skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, at 10:19 p.m., it's cloudy skies, 75 degrees Fahrenheit in Sydney, Australia. So let's see. And let's see. We got the temperature, and what do we got there? Let's see. We'll go to our thought for the day. Our thought for the day comes from Albert Einstein. We've had him many a times here. A great mind, and a very intelligent man, a theoretical physicist. He was German born, and he was widely held to be one of the greatest and most influential scientists of all times. I'd have to say he's one of the greatest minds. I had, was it yesterday, was Leonardo da Vinci, another great mind. Two great guys. I would love to sit down with them and have a cup of coffee. I don't know. Albert Einstein, if he's German, I'd probably have a beer with him. He'd probably drink a beer with him. It would be interesting conversation for sure from those two gentlemen. But Albert Einstein's quote this morning and our thought for the day goes as follows: "I never think of the future. It comes soon enough," and it does. Well, I think enjoy the here and now. You know, there's a lot of crap that goes on and stuff like that, but you put it in its place. But there's more. I'm always one to say that there's stuff out there we got to take care of, but you got to enjoy life, the here and now. If we worry too much about the future, there's some concerns we got to worry about, okay, but you put it in a context, it's as far as that goes. And Joanne says so true. Yeah, I think it is. And you think about the here and now. What okay, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do today. Is that the future? No, the future. I'm talking like, okay, I got to worry about what's going on next year. No. To a certain degree, you're concerned on what's going on because of from my perspective, I'm a little concerned about world events, and I was in the military for 20 years, so I'm geared towards that as far as what's going to happen this week or next week. But I think what Albert Einstein is talking about way in the future, years down the line and stuff. You got to plan for the future. Yeah, okay. But, just like there's, I'm looking back 20 years ago, I said, yeah, I'm going to retire soon. But did I constantly think about it? No. It wasn't until about maybe 6 months before I thought I was going to retire, or before I actually retired. That's when I decided to retire, I guess. So I didn't look at it, oh, I'm going to retire. I said, yeah, eventually I'm going to probably, when I turn 65 or 67, I'll probably retire and stuff. But I put it off to the side. I was living the here and now throughout the years here and stuff like that. And I've really enjoyed my life as far as my life so far. And I'm going to continue to enjoy. I'm not going anywhere, okay? I'm blessed with good health. Thank you, Lord, for that. Let's see. So that's our quote from Albert Einstein and our thought for the day, and we thank him, sir. Our national day, let's see, yesterday was National Dark Chocolate Day. Let's see. Ooh, we like these. Okay. Oh, today's National Groundhog Day. We got to go with that one. That trumps everything. National Groundhog Day. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. Exactly, Joanne. That's exactly right. Exactly. And that's a good way of saying it, as far as another way of saying what Albert Einstein was saying. Thank you very much for that. Let's see. Today's Groundhog Day. Down there in Puxatana, PA, the groundhog see if he sees his shadow. And if he does, I think there's 6 more weeks of winter. Even if he doesn't, I think there's still 6 more weeks. I don't know. It's a big event down there. Big Juice, hey, what's up, buddy? Today is National Groundhog Day. I didn't realize that. So we can't say it. Well, we can say it's National Tater Tot Day. I like tater tots. Let's see. The other ones is Bubblegum Day, National Wear Red Day, and National Heavenly Hash Day. Ooh, that's not bad. Was that Heavenly Hash ice cream? That looks like it. But today is Groundhog Day. We gotta go with that one. That's what everybody will be going with, because it's a National Groundhog Day on February 2nd. Each year asks one question: will he see his shadow? That's the question. Okay, well maybe it asks another question: will there be 6 more weeks of winter? The day is celebrated each year in the United States, and Canada also takes part in that. Groundhog Day, 6 more weeks of winter. Yeah, he always says 6 more weeks of winter. Traditionally, Groundhog awakens from his nap for a nice welcome break during the winter to see if he can see his shadow. Many believe if the groundhog sees the shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter. If this is so, he retreats into the den and goes back to sleep. However, if he does not see his shadow, the groundhog remains outside to play, and people celebrate believing spring is just around the corner, which is 6 more weeks in some cases. So it's a big event they have down there. I like that movie Groundhog Day with who was it? Who was in Groundhog Day? That one groundhog peed on the handler's arms. Yeah, I guess it's nervous. An animal will do that. I knew what you meant there, Steve. Yeah. Sometimes they can bite. You got to watch that they don't bite you and stuff like that. What was that movie, Groundhog Day? I might watch that today. That might be a good tradition to watch Groundhog Day on Groundhog Day. Puxatana, PA. Bill Murray, that's who it was. Bill Murray. Bill Murray was in the movie Groundhog Day, so that was a great movie. I'm gonna probably end up. I'm gonna try watching that this afternoon while I'm taking a nap. I'll watch it and they'll put me to sleep, as far as that goes. So that'd be good. Bill Murray, yeah, it's okay. I never really got into. Yeah, that's one of those classic Bill Murray movies and stuff. So it just it being Groundhog Day. Let's see. Yesterday We had the audio podcast, and I talked about. It seems like I've been talking about this all week, both here on Twitch as well as over there on the audio podcast Tuesday and also yesterday. And good morning, Tina. Good morning. Glad to have you here, girl. Our Jersey girl is here. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Go get your coffee, or did you just start it? If you're just waking up, you just started it. But all this week I've been talking about the helicopter integrity. Integrity is that little helicopter it's flying around up there. And yesterday I talked about some of the results that was it the Perseverance, which is the rover that's up there, has found some interesting stuff. It's an ancient lake sediment on Mars builds excitement, where there's evidence of life in the samples at the Perseverance rover. But the helicopter that was it lasted. It was only supposed to last 3 months. It lasted 3 years, almost 3 years. 72 flights, where initially it was only supposed to go 5 flights. So it over exceeded itself. I think Tuesday on the audio podcast, I talked about something they're looking at to bring back up there to start flying this big ass long wing aircraft of some sort. How they get it up there now. But yesterday I talked about the results of some samples. That the samples that they collected, somehow they're going to take them off the Perseverance and send them back here to Earth. So Tina saying good morning to Joanne and Big Juice saying good morning back and all that in the chat. For the people that are watching on the replay on Rumble and YouTube, and also here on Twitch. Well, you can see the chat on Twitch when it replays, but on Rumble and YouTube, there's an active chat going on right now as far as that goes. So I really appreciate the active chat. They're part of the show, and I have to for the folks that are watching on Rumble and YouTube, let you know what they're saying. So I talked about that yesterday, which was good. So but next week, next Tuesday, I'll be doing the Cloudcast, the Tioga Radio Show on Mixcloud next Tuesday. So I'll just be doing one audio podcast next Thursday. So that's what I did yesterday. Now going back to Wednesday, let me go back. Let me bring this up. I got to bring up my Twitter feed to show you. Wednesday, during Wednesday's broadcast, I said I was going somewhere with the missus. We're going to go out to lunch, and then we're going to go to a store. Let's see, how do I bring this up? Okay, I got to go over here. Tab A, present. Let's see, got to bring this up. Okay, there it is. There's my Twitter feed. You seeing my Twitter feed? Let's make sure I got my Twitter feed up. Okay, there's my Twitter feed. And those are my morning tweets as far as that goes. You know, the broadcast tweeted that. The thought for the day, there's the thought for the day from Albert Einstein, and I always say good morning. And that's what I did yesterday. That's the audio podcast from yesterday concerning. Okay, there's a link over there on the Twitter page as far as that goes. And we go back. I'm going to go back 2 more. I said that's the start of the day. That's a picture of my calendar right there. Okay. So, and after that, what did I say? I was going we're going to go out for lunch. So that's me at the beer factory. This is on my Twitter feed right here. Okay. I don't normally do selfies, but I was having a great lunch. We had a fantastic lunch. We had the house hamburger. It was a good, I know I've said this before. Five Guys is the best hamburger. This place right here, the Beer Tree Factory, Beer Tree. It's a brewery. It's on the side of the Johnson City Commons. You can or the Oakdale Commons in Johnson City, New York. Just Google Oakdale Commons, Johnson City, New York, and you'll see this setup. But that's me after we're getting ready to leave, and I took a selfie, and you can see I had a great lunch. I had the regular French fries. The missus, she had the loaded French fries. Oh my God, you can make a meal out of the French fries. They give you a good portion. The hamburger here, was equal to, if not a little bit better than Five Guys. And oddly enough, I think we left more of a tip than we than we spent. And it was about I think it was about $30 for the meal for both of us, but it was well worth it. It was a good lunch. I didn't have a beer. I was thinking about having a beer. It was 11. We were the first ones in the place, and so Aussie girl said she'll be right back. Okay, Aussie. Okay, Joanne. And so that was very, very fun as far as doing that then. So afterwards, I said I was going to a box store, and that's me just as we're going. That's right next door. That's right down. It's in the middle of the Oakdale Commons, the mall, sort of speak. It's a big complex, and then off to the left of that picture, this picture right here, off to the left, that side of the BJ is the big House of Sports. Okay, the sporting goods store. But this place right here, we bought some stuff. We dropped a C note in there. We bought some groceries. Is it good for regular shopping? No, but it's a good place to buy some stuff that you can't otherwise get. And we found out when we got home, we had some coupons we could have used. If we used all the coupons and then what we save on what you buy here, we probably would have saved like $20 maybe, I think. You think we would have saved $20? When we went to BJ's, if we would have took all the savings on the product and if we'd done all the coupons, you think that would have added up to about $20?
Oh, I don't know.
Or maybe at least 15, maybe at least 15. So, but you can see my smile. Just having a great time. And like I said, I don't usually take selfies. And this was yesterday morning I put these up. I was so busy looking at things in the store there, and it was fun. So there we have it as far as that goes. And let's see. Let's keep getting that card there. Okay, got coffee. NDHTRS bun. Okay, I guess you have that bun that your daughter brought over. I can't. Tina's giving me text acronyms there. You got your coffee. GT got coffee. Not had. I'm trying to decipher. I'm not good at those, Tina. I am not good at those. She's laughing now. She's laughing. I'm making her funny. But I just see bun, so I think you're having the hot. Oh, the hot. Okay, HT is hot. RS is cross. I would have never got the RS for cross. But she had the hot cross buns her daughter brought her yesterday, so they must taste pretty good. That's good. Let's see. So I wanted to show that, and I guess this it's my damn phone. Oh, no problem. That's okay. Oh, it's the phone. Okay. Don't say no more. I get the same thing. I get the same thing, Tina. That's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and park this as far as that goes, and let's see. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to, let me go ahead and disconnect that so we don't get the feedback. Okay, we disconnected that. Okay. And I can bring this back up. I can always reconnect that. That's how I'm going to work the tab, because we don't need that. These cards are getting in my way. What the hell? These, Louise. Okay. Let's see, I want that. There we go. Are we back on track? Yeah, we're back on track. Okay. So that's what happened Wednesday as far as that goes. And yesterday was a good day. We just stayed here at the house. We had a good walk. And what did I do yet? Oh, I had to do my first of the month. Tina, you weren't here at the beginning of the broadcast, but I'm in the habit now that I'm retired. The first of the month, being yesterday, I'm taking care of things as far as checking things out, and I think you would agree that us being older, we have to be careful of those scammers out there and stuff like that. So there's certain things I check on to make sure that they don't get their dirty hands into the cookie jar, in a manner of speaking, if you know what I mean. You got to take a preventive measures on that aspect, and as far as that goes. Let's see. We do have. Oh, we got an ad break in progress. What's on the ad? Oh, the game Skull and Bones open beta, February 8th. Yeah. I've been playing PUBG Battlegrounds now. That's on the computer. It's the big boy game compared to PUBG Mobile. No, PUBG Mobile's fun, but it just I think the graphics are a whole lot better playing PUBG Battlegrounds. It's a PC version of PUBG Mobile, and it just getting used to the keyboards again and stuff like that. But I'm having fun doing that. Okay, let's see. Let's go with our history. Are we still doing the commercials? Yeah, I guess we still are. Okay. Let's see. Commercial break going on. Let's see. I want to check something here. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. Let's see the commercial. Okay. Let's see. On this day, Good History Month. That's our Good History Day. Let's see what happened today. Let's see. On this day in 1653, New York City, first called New Amsterdam, became an official incorporated city back in 1653. Wow. Back in 1709, Robinson Crusoe. I remember watching that movie when the Walt Disney version of Robinson Crusoe. That was such a good movie when I was a kid. Was inspired by this day's rescue of a shipwrecked man from a deserted island in 1709. Let's see. I know some people that are. In 1882, in New Haven, Connecticut, the Knights of Columbus started. That's the birthplace of the Knights of Columbus. I did not know that. And let's see. Be back later. Okay, okay, Joanne. Yeah, yeah. You're probably getting. Jim Figerty is on. Oh, my good friend Gems is on from PUBG Battlegrounds. Yeah, there's a guy I follow. It's Gems. It's in the down below. The Bushka. He plays PUBG Mobile, but my friend JEMZZ. He's on PUBG Battleground. He's a pro. That guy's a pro. I could watch him for hours. He just has a good knack, and the Bushka. Nobody can touch the Bushka. He's a fantastic PUBG Mobile player. I like watching PUBG Mobile almost more than I like playing it. Let's see, 111 years ago today, back in 1913, I thought this was yesterday, the Grand Central Terminal in New York City was officially opened. That was yesterday, I thought. Okay. See, I get the be back later. I don't think that's be back BBL. Be back later. This is a sad note. I got to mention this because I did see the movie American Sniper that came out several years back, and it was on this day, February 2nd, 2013. Former Navy SEAL and American Sniper author Chris Kyle was fatally shot along with his friend Chad Littlefield at the gun range west of Glen Rose, Texas. The suspect, Eddie Ray Roth, was later convicted and sentenced to life in prison, and I think he was trying to help him. Chris Kyle, he was in the midst of helping veterans from the Iraq War. The movie American Sniper, I watched it once. I'm not going to watch. There's two movies I've watched once, and I won't watch them again, and that's Black Hawk Down and American Sniper. Once as far as the impact on those two movies, I can't watch them again. I'm just welling up a little bit thinking about American Sniper because the guy was a great guy. He saved a lot of American lives by taking out the enemy during the war, and and watching the movie and thinking about the movie, his mindset when every time he had to pull that trigger, he's saving a life, but he has to take a life to save a life, and that's a hard decision, a very hard decision. And so we think of Chris Kyle on this day. God bless you, sir. Thank you for your service, and Godspeed. Let's see. In 1887, I guess that's when Puxatawny, Pennsylvania held its first Groundhog Day festival. So it was 1887. That's when it first started there, Big Juice. Down there. And sometimes there's people that just want to wring that little guy's neck as far as that goes. Let's see. 1914, Charlie Chaplin made his movie debut as the comedian short Making a Living was released by Keystone Film Company. That must have been a silent. Charlie Chaplin, he was the man back in the day in the silent movies. This is something I was doing last night before I watched a little bit of the basketball game. In 1943, the remainder of the Nazi forces from the Battle of Stalingrad surrendered in the major victory for the Soviets in World War II. I guess the thing I was watching last night was on National Geographic Channel, was the biggest tank battle in World War II. It was there in the Balkans, or was it down in Ukraine? Where's Kushka? It's called Kushka. I know that sounds like Bushka, but it's Kushka, the city of Kushka, outside the city of Kushka. Let me see if I can bring that up. Let's see, Kushka. I think that's the name of it, And then after that one, it was the Battle of the Bulge, where the Bastogne, where the one-star general, the commander of the forces there, the 101st, he told them nuts to the Germans. Imagine getting the Germans. You think you're some badass. You're winning the war, or you're winning the battle and stuff, and you want these guys to surround her, and read this message, it says nuts. Sounds like Polish hat, yeah. I think it's Kushka, Russia. Let me see. But it was the biggest tank battle. Let me put that biggest. Let's see. Biggest tank battle of World War II. Yeah, the Battle of Kursk, Kursk, was the largest tank battle in history, involving some 6,000 tanks, 200,000 troops, and 4,000 airplanes. It marked the decisive end of the German offensive capability on the Eastern Front going into Russia, and cleared the way for the Great Soviet Offense of 1944 to 45. The video, this particular show last night on National Geographic, I think I've seen everything, because I love history about World War II, and some of the film clips that they were showing, I was like, oh my God, that was right there in the trenches, and the defenses that. How did they put it? The Russians were creating these trenches, and it was almost like a spider web when the tanks came in. They were able to take them out. But there was great losses, because at the beginning of the battle, the Nazis were not rattled. They stood their ground, and they had the Tiger tanks there, and they just took off. But they were just overwhelmed by the Russians. But 6,000 tanks were in this battle. That's huge. So I was watching that last night, as far as that goes. So it just at the history there from last night that we had what is that? The Battle of Stalingrad. So that was just the Battle of Stalingrad. Let's see. That was probably going on because Kushka is down in southern Russia, and Stalingrad was more northern and stuff like that. So let's see. 1948, Harry S. Truman sent a 10-point civil rights program to Congress, where the proposal was proposal ran into fierce opposition by Southern lawmakers. Let's see. And that's about it as far as it goes. Oh, it was a year ago today. They had the high altitude Chinese balloon that came across the United States. They should have shot down over Alaska. That was last year. That was a big thing. Accusations of spying while sending excitement or alarmed American. Yeah, it was. It's a. You can't tell me otherwise. That was a spy thing. They've been doing that. They, I just can't believe we didn't shoot that down from the get go. You know, the Chinese, they're sneaky guys. They're sneaky. They're our adversaries. The United States, they're not our enemy. They're our adversaries to where we got to be concerned about them because I would love for us to be on more friendlier terms, which we were back. Hey, Tony, salute to you, sir. And the missus, you heard that. The missus says hello. Good morning. And glad to have you here. Hashtag salute, hashtag positive start today. And you said good morning to Mrs. Tony is my brother, veteran, and fellow broadcasters. Good to see you, Tony. Out of town. Yeah, 42. Okay, you're out of town when it's some undisclosed location where it's 42 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 for the high, 37 for the low. And Tony saying good morning to Tina. So you're out of town for the weekend. Okay. Oh, that's right, because there's no... Bell Kings fantasy football this Sunday. There's no football to begin with. There's basketball last night, which I did watch a little bit. The Celtics were playing last night. Did they win last night? I don't know if they won or not. But I woke up this morning. I was half expecting a broadcast from our good friend Ted Hicks, but I didn't see any late night parenting. Uh-oh. The Lakers beat the frickin' Celtics last night. Well, they were losing. I watched it right around halftime. What was the final score of this? I just want the scores here, folks. Where's the scores? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Last night... Yes, no episode last... Oh, there wasn't again. That's 2 weeks in a row. I guess Ted's busy. He's a busy guy, I think. Maybe, is there going to be one tonight, do you know, Tony? As I'm looking at the basketball scores. Oh, that's today. That's the schedule today. Let's see. Last night, the Celtics, they lost 114 to 105. Not sure, but I don't think so. Okay. Because I know he did that. He missed last Thursday, and he had one Friday night, so... Okay, but last night the Lakers, they came in. The Lakers they're like down in the, what are they in the standings? They're not doing all that great in the standings. Let's see. The Lakers in the Western Conference, they're okay. I guess that win they were down in number 11. They went up to number 9. So, and let's see the Celtics. They're still 4.5 games ahead of the Bucks. The New York Knicks, they're number 3. New York Knicks are number 3. They won it, and the Nets are still number 11. So yeah, the Lakers. What I watched a little bit of it before I went to my wartime show there on National Geographic last night. So I was bouncing back and forth, and it did look like the Lakers, they had a fire in their eyes of winning. So they won last night against the Lakers. And the Knicks, they beat the Pacers last night, 109 to 105. So I'm keying in on basketball now. The games tonight, we got, let's see, anything on tonight? No New York teams or the Celtics. Tomorrow, the Nets play the 76ers. And Lakers play the Knicks tomorrow. Ooh, I'm going to have to watch that. I hope the Knicks beat the Lakers. That'd be good. And then Sunday, we got the Suns playing the Wizards. That's it. I guess the Celtics are going to take the day off. They need a day off. They lost and stuff like that. So I don't know. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. I'm going to take a break here, guys. As far as that goes, and let's see. Let me get this. Bring this up. We'll be right back. We are back. We are back, folks. Okay, we are back. We got a fresh cup of coffee as far as that goes, and nothing in the chat, so that's good. We're pressing forward here for a Friday. I got a couple of things to present as far as that goes. Let's see. Tony, are you able to come up? I've got guest stars instead of going into the present thing. I just to I'm not sure. Are you available to come up, Tony? If you like. Can't. Oh, no problem. I just figure out of town there. You might be in a hotel or something like that. And I know we did that once before, as far as that goes, and the like. So just to see, we haven't seen you all this. Well, you've done. I've seen you. You had a couple broadcasts there. I saw you. You got the Mixcloud broadcast. As far as actually, let's go to Tony's. Let me bring that up. Let's see what's. Let's give Tony a highlight here as far as. Let's see. Do that. Share screen. And we're gonna share now. I gotta get rid of this stuff. No, I don't want to do that. No, no, no. Okay, we're gonna start now. Okay, there we go. Let's bring up our X. And bring up our X again. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay, so now let's go back. Back. Here's Tony. There. Let's give Tony a highlight there. There's Tony. I'll bring Tony's Twitter page up. And let's see. Yeah, he's got Mixcloud right there. There's Tony right there on the Twitter X/Twitter Live, as far as that goes. And there's his handle at TonyTone163. Give my brother, veteran and fellow broadcaster, a plug there. Tony, check him out. That's what we're looking at right now. He's got his music broadcast. I don't want to bring it up the sound because one little bit. This is on YouTube, so I gotta be careful of that. But I could show you his page, and you can see that he's that's where Tony D is at right there, as far as that goes. And you can see that's our last Bell Kings fantasy football right there, as far as that goes. That's me, the knucklehead that's excited about being a guest on Tony's broadcast. So there's Tony D's broadcast. He's got a musical that's 2 days ago. So you're busy doing something at an undisclosed location, as far as that goes. So okay, there we go. And get rid of that. Let's see. Here we go. That. And we shut that down. We'll shut that down. And let's see this. And we'll disconnect that. That'll work. Yeah, agreed. And we'll just get rid of that. Okay, because let's see. And Steve, all right, I'm back. What's the history program today? Oh, no, we're all done with the history there, Juice, Big Juice. And Tony saying hi to Big Juice being back. Let's see, we want to get rid of that. Okay, we'll get rid of that. We want to bring this back up on the tablet. I'm trying to use my tablet a lot more now. Oh, I didn't want to get rid of it. So let's see, we get rid of that. Okay, get rid of that program. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good to go. Okay. And Big Juice saying hi to Tony. Hey, Tony. So we're all done with the history. We're in our second hour here. I got a couple things to present. Oh, Hal Moss, Tina, Hal Moss is on. That's right. He's on Twitch on Friday. So Hal Moss is up. And Actually, let's go check out Hal Moss. Let's see what Hal has to say. Oh, we gotta get a commercial from him first. We're watching a commercial on Hal Moss's. Okay, Tina. Yeah, I'm just checking him out here. Tell Hal I said hi. We're watching just a little bit of it beginning. So you have a great day, Tina. Tina's is a regular viewer there of Hal. There's Hal with a smiling face.
Well, hey. Good morning to the ladies who have joined us to start this Friday morning.
Morning, Hal.
Morning on Twitch and on Facebook. And brought to us from the Twitch side, it appears, based on the logos I'm seeing, are Shebop and Boss Lady. So Bay City and Bama. Welcome, ladies. On this second day of February. We will find out within the next few minutes whether or not spring is going to come early this year.
Oh, it's in a couple minutes.
Conditions,
Oh, he just bugged out. Okay,
on Twitch and on Facebook, and brought to us from the Twitch side, it appears, based on the logos I'm seeing, are Shebop and Boss Lady. So Bay City and Bama. Welcome, ladies. On this second day of February. We will find out within the next few minutes whether or not spring is going to come early this year. In terms of the weather conditions, obviously spring is 46 days away. Okay, officially. But we may get an early spring. And you know, the way the forecast is shaken down, we may get a real early spring, at least temporarily here in Michigan, because before we came on our live stream this morning, we were talking in terms of perhaps hitting 50 degrees by the late part of next week. 40s this weekend, not so much today, but tomorrow and Sunday 40s, and then we continue this warming thing going on. So good stuff ahead. Now, how long will it last? Well, I don't know. He only predicts whether we're going to get the early spring weather, but not necessarily whether it's going to stay with us. We've had that happen before, where it's been really nice and balmy the early part of March, and then by April we're seeing a snowflake or two still. Okay, here comes now from New Jersey. Riding on in for the fun that is a Friday. It's Tina. Good morning, Tina.
And Tina was just here, so she's over on Hal's broadcast right now.
6 days away from spring.
Big Juice, where do you set up the Christmas tree in the house?
We were discussing yesterday.
Christmas over. Out in the living room.
Back to him, and hopefully he can join us on occasion, because he still does. I mean, I know he's got his own thing going on from upstate New York, and occasionally he'll pop by and hang with us for a few minutes, which is always cool. But Valentine's Day coming up in the next couple weeks here, and we were discussing this a couple days ago on our TikTok live stream, the fact that there are now cookies that are going to designate the day in the opposite way that you would think. We've had those little heart messages, little heart candies. There are cookies that are being manufactured.
So there's Hal Massa. Give him a plug. He's a great guy. Check him out over there at HALMAAMEDIA. Hal Massa. Or Hal Massa Media. He's a great guy. I like him. He's a good guy. And like to give him a plug and stuff like that. Let's see. Let's check out Jim Figerty, seeing that we're checking out people. Let's see what Jim has to say. Doesn't look like he's at his desk. We're going to probably have to go through another commercial here. So where do you set up? It's out in the living room, but it's already been taken down. Why are you asking that question, Steve? That's a. Oh, there he is. Okay. Not too many birds there at the bird feeder. There's our good friend. He must have his Discord. Must be listening to the radio. Okay. So those are two gentlemen that I do follow, and they are great guys, and I highly recommend um, as far as viewing them. Let's see. How come I don't have a card for Hal Massa, but that was Jim Figerty. There's Jim Figerty. Jim Figerty was just up, and then you have Hal Massa. I gotta make another. I thought I had a card for Hal here. No. What the hell happened to Hal's card? I'll have to make a new one. What the frick? Oh, okay. All right. We're back on track here now. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What do I want to present? What do we got? How long have we been on? For an hour and 13 minutes. So let's see what we got here on the present side. I think the first one is something to do with Binghamton University. Okay, get that set up. Oh, you coming in? What do you have for breakfast? Toast?
Toast with jam and healthy stuff on top.
What's on top?
Toast with jam with healthy stuff on top.
Oh, healthy stuff. Healthy stuff, okay.
Healthy mixed stuff.
Mixed stuff,
Snack
okay.
mix and some quinoa.
Let's see, we want to get rid of that. And let's go ahead and bring this up. Present. Share. And we're going to push it to the broadcast. Oh, I gotta get the guest star. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is the first Binghamton University. That's a big university here. It's actually in Vestal, New York, but they ended up getting some news here concerning. If I can find the article here, but they ended up getting a massive grant, largest in the school history, which is significant. It's a Binghamton University. It's a pretty good university. It's a oh, here we go. And what it entails is Binghamton University has emerged as the winner of the National Science Foundation Regional Innovation Engines competition through its Battery Manufacturing and Innovations Hub. The NSF Regional Innovation Engines program aims to foster innovation ecosystems across the United States. Its objective is to advance critical techniques such as batteries, semiconductors, artificial intelligence, advanced wireless technologies, and biotechnology. The Binghamton University led Upstate New York Energy Storage Engine, which was created through Senator Chuck Schumer's CHIPS and Science Law in 2022. And the project will receive an immediate $15 million for the next 2 years for the potential for a total sum of $160 million over the lifespan. So all the research and development will be conducted here in the Southern Tier with partnerships extended across the upstate New York. Senator Schumer emphasizes that this grant will not only strengthen the battery supply chain, but also expedite the transfer of battery technologies from laboratories to the market. Resources will be mobilized to support use-inspired research and development and complement battery manufacturing initiatives and foster indispensable collaboration. So this is a big deal here in the Southern Tier. The University of Binghamton University is really getting into the battery technology. and it's one of those things you don't really hear. You know, it's not even, it doesn't even show up on page 6 or page 8 of the newspaper, as far as that goes. There is a video here we're gonna play. Let's go ahead and play this. Let's make sure this is muted, and here we go. Okay, that's a bust. I just noticed that that video is like 47 minutes long. Let me see if let's see if we can see anything here.
Battery Hub has won the esteemed National Science Foundation.
Okay, here's Senator
Are you
Schumer.
ready for the big announcement? Okay, so am I. Let me just first thank Pete here, our great leader of BU, Harvey Stenger, the worldwide, world-renowned, famous Stan Whittingham, and we have our great county executive, Jason Garner. We have our mayor, Jared Cram. We have Kurt Stromhog, the Associate Vice President for Innovation and Economic Development at BU. We have Olga Petrova, Director of the Office of Entrepreneurship and Innovation at BU, and the Village of Johnson City Mayor, Martin Meany. So thank you all for being here. Raise your hands, wherever you all are. There you are. Thank you. Okay, so thank you for joining me on what is truly a historic day for, of course, BU and Binghamton, for the Southern Tier, but for all of New York State and for our country. I've been working hand in hand with Binghamton University to help make upstate New York the national leader in battery innovation, and our partnership has made for a truly electric past 2 years. I am proud to announce that New Energy New York, Binghamton's Battery Hub, has won the esteemed National Science Foundation Regional Engine Competition, which will bring up to $160 million to this region and to our state. This battery, I'll put it on this side. This battery is going to supercharge America's battery industry right here in Binghamton and across upstate New York. Now, we've made steps to get to this great.
And just so you know, the battery technology they're talking about is the batteries that are going in EV cars, EVs, as far as that goes.
Through the Build Back Better Regional Challenge that I created. I wrote the law in the American Rescue Plan. Then last year, BU's New Energy New York project was officially designated a federal tech hub through another program I wrote, the CHIPS and Science Law. And now, of course, both of those awards were rare. They delivered large amounts of federal funding and national recognition. And in a sense, they captured lightning in a bottle. But now the bottle is being opened and the lightning is going to come out and light us all up in a very clean, job-producing way. So I'm very, very happy about that. And the lightning didn't strike once, didn't strike twice, it has now struck 3 times with the announcement of winning the engines competition.
Okay, this video is, it's a little bit long-winded. It's like got another 31 minutes, so we're not going to listen to it. But that's just Senator Schumer, one of 2 New York State senators here for the state of New York, announcing it. He's also one of the senior senators there in the down there in Washington, as far as that goes. And I think what we're going to go to next, if I could find it here, let's see. Okay, where is it? Okay, we're gonna go 100 years ago. We like the 100 years ago. If I can find it here. Okay, there it is. We'll go ahead and share this tab. Let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, it did work. Okay, that's cool. Cool. That's a good transition. We'll go right into this one as far as that goes, and see what, let me make sure this is muted. Yep, it's muted. Okay. And see what happened 100 years ago. It starts out, George F. Johnson announced that he will be not handling the Triple Cities baseball franchise this season. Okay, well, we'll see what he has to say here. Something happened there. Let me try that again. Let's unmute this and try that way. Huh. Oh, let's go ahead and restart this. That's interesting. Usually I have a good, let's try this again. We'll go ahead and reshare this. Let's see this. Let's go ahead and, it didn't work. I guess when I went from one page to the other, it didn't carry over the volume. So let's go ahead and do a reset, and we'll bring that page back up for the sharing. Let's see, 100 years ago, we'll share that and present it. It probably, the volume didn't click in on that particular page, so
on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that for us now is Broome County historian and president of the Preservation Association of the Southern Tier, Roger Luther, brought to you by Ziflaw.
100 years ago today, George F. Johnson announced that he will not handle the Triple Cities baseball franchise this season. Johnson said he'll give the franchise and the team, along with the use of Johnson Field, to any organization willing to operate the league during 1924. Work has started at the State Armory on Washington Street in preparation for the 11th annual Binghamton Automobile Show to be held next week. The settlement of Pierce Creek is under quarantine, and the school there is closed as a result of an epidemic of measles. And finally, officers have finally given up on trying to find the thousands of dollars worth of beer that was stolen from a freight car last week. They now believe the beer has been distributed to several cafes in the city and by now has been consumed by thirsty patrons. That was the news 100 years ago.
They're still looking for that beer. I think what I did, I was messing around with the wrong knob there as far as the dial, as far as getting the volume and stuff like that. So there we go. That's 100 years ago as of Wednesday. That was Wednesday's news. They always have it. Like tonight, I'll have, it'll be the Friday. Hey, Big Juice. See, we got the boom, boom, boom. There we go. Let's see. Let's try this again on this one. This is... let me see if I bring this up here. There's a local diner here in Owego that just celebrated a oh, there it is, 100-year-old celebration there. Let's go ahead and move that back here. And we'll line it up and we'll see if this works now. Did that switch over? Yep, switched over. And what we have here is Harris Diner. It's here in Owego, New York. Harris Diner is a family a family-owned small eatery in Owego, is celebrating its 100th anniversary in 2024. The restaurant was originally owned by a man named Bill Conway and was named Conway's Club Diner. It was bought by the Harris family in 1982, and they have never looked back. The restaurant's current owner, Sam Harris, has spent more than 50 years, God bless him, in the industry, spending most of that time working with his parents. He worked with his father, Ted, until he died in 1979, and his mother, Lois, until she died in 2019 at the age of 96. God bless her. I love what I do, Harris said. I love to make people happy, and what better place to be happy than a good diner and make them satisfied, and I think it's been good for the community. So let's look at this. Let's look at this particular video here. Let me get this lined up. Can we line this up a little bit better? Let's see. That's better right there. Okay.
Thanks for staying with us here at 6. A family-owned diner in Owego is celebrating its 100th anniversary in 2024. 12 News' Daniel Curran learned about how this eatery built its own community within the area.
Harris Diner in Owego celebrated its 100-year anniversary in 2024. The building was originally owned by a man named Bill Conway and called Conway's Club Diner. It was bought by the Harris family in 1982. Current owner Sam Harris worked with both of his parents, Ted and Louise Harris.
I worked with my dad till he died in 1979, and my mother, I worked for 50 years until she died in 2019.
The Harris family has spent over 50 years in this business, owning their first restaurant in 1970. Sam has spent his life putting smiles on the faces of his Owego customers. In his words, this job keeps him from working.
I don't know, I love what I'm doing. I like to make people happy and make them satisfied, and I think it's been good for the community.
To Sam, the secret to 100 years of business is to build a strong and welcoming community.
I get out of making people relaxed. I like to have a relaxed atmosphere, and once you come in here one time, you always seem to find somebody to talk to, and you find new friends.
And that community has been strong enough to last generations.
It's such a sense of community. It's a family. It's an extended family. And I've watched families through the generations. The parents brought the kids in. Now the kids are having children and they're coming in. It's really nice to see that they support the local.
The Harris Diner in Owego has built a community within the last century, and owners say they plan on keeping it around far beyond this year. In Owego for 12 News, I'm Daniel Curran.
Okay, so there's a diner, 100 years, and good morning, T. Let's see, where is that at? Let's see. But to Sam, the secret to the 100 years in the business is to build a strong and welcoming place, which you can see that it's just a nice diner, great food. And he wants to make the people feel relaxed. And once you come in one time, you always seem to find someone. And that's the thing about upstate New York diners. They're great places to be at and enjoy. And we wish them all the luck and best wishes as far as that goes, and such. That as far as that goes. And let me see. Okay, we got T-Gun. Glad to have you here. Oh, you've been following. Oh, okay, you've been following me since last month. There. Okay. Thank you for being here, and glad to have you here on the broadcast. I haven't seen you in a while. I guess the name. I had to check the name there as far as that goes. Let me see. What else do we got on the docket here? Let's see. Let's go with this one. And we're going back to WNB. No, we're going to the Whale channel. Let's see. No, that's about, okay, this is the one I want right here. Prioritize heart healthy. Okay, this is something that, let me go ahead and switch the tab here. Okay, so, yeah, okay, that's taken. Prioritizing heart healthy, a reminder for New Yorkers, people here in New York. It's also for you out there watching, as far as that goes. We always have to think of our healthy heart. February marks the observance of American Heart Month, a national innovated aim to raise public awareness about cardiovascular health. Okay, as part of the American Heart Month, it's being urged to New Yorkers to take proactive and preventive steps to improve your heart health and well-being, understanding heart disease and key risk factors. Now, I'm up in age. I got to watch that. So this is good advice. Don't have to be a New Yorker, okay? This is good advice for anybody. Heart disease encompasses several cardiovascular conditions, with the most prevalent being coronary artery disease, CAD. The condition impacts the blood flow to the heart, potentially leading to heart attacks. Numerous factors contribute to the risk of heart disease, including certain heart conditions, lifestyle choices, age, family history. Surprisingly, nearly half of Americans, and this is according to the American Heart. I just lost my page. Okay, there it is. Nearly half of Americans, 47%, possess at least one of the three primary risk factors of heart disease: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or smoking. I don't smoke. I don't think I have. I may be borderline on high pressure and then cholesterol, so I may have two of the three. I don't know. First time chatter. I came in. Oh, you're a Jim Figerty raid a while back. Okay, T. That's where I've seen. Okay, last month. Wow, that's shocking. Oh, about the heart thing? Yeah. It's something we don't think about. We think we're healthy, but we need to be. The heart's important, folks. Okay, T. I remember you. Okay. You just mentioned that raid. That was a great time. I love that. I love that. That was probably the best raid I have ever had from Jim Figerty. So you're one of Jim Figerty's folks. Okay, T. Thank you for being here. Okay. Additionally, various medical conditions and lifestyle factors can further elevate the risk of heart disease. These include diabetes, obesity, unhealthy diet. I'm not diabetic. I'm borderline maybe. I'm not obese. Well, some people say I'm 6'5", so I'm a big guy. I'm trying not to eat unhealthy. Physical activity, well, I'm walking every day now, so I'm taking care of that. And excessive alcohol consumption, that's come down drastically. I don't drink as much as I used to drink like a fish when I was a younger guy. It is essential to remember that heart disease affects both men and women, constituting the leading cause of death among both genders. Although heart disease can develop at any age, the risk tends to amplify as the individual grows older. So you can see my concern about this. Let's see, Big Juice. That's how I first met Rich too. We rated from Liam, and I love the guy. Thank you. Fist bump. Thank you, Big Juice. Thank you. That's very gracious of you. Thank you very much. And Jim Figerty, you gotta love him. He's a great guy. He is a great guy. And yeah, he's still on. Yeah, he's. Let's see. So, although heart disease can develop at any age, the risk tends to amplify as individuals grow old. I'm growing older, so you have to be aware. You got to be thinking about this. Okay, recognizing the symptoms of heart disease. Be aware of the symptoms associated with heart disease is vital for early detection and prompt medical intervention. Different types of heart conditions present various symptoms. Signs of a heart attack. Okay, this would be signs of a heart attack. You got chest pains or discomfort, upper back, neck pain, indigestion, heartburn, nausea, vomiting, extreme fatigue, upper body discomfort, dizziness, and shortness of breath. You have a person that's experienced those, you got to get emergency services on scene. There we go. Thank you, T. There we go. The Irish heart. Signs of a heart failure: shortness of breath, fatigue, swelling of the feet, ankles, legs, abdomen, and neck veins. Prevention: take heart healthy measures. Maintaining optimal heart health allows individuals to pursue the activities they love and the fulfilling lives. Live fulfilling lives. While making healthy changes can be challenging, the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, proposes the Healthy Heart Steps campaign, which encourages adults to start small. So this just goes on. Many of the risk factors ensure that blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels are within the healthy range throughout through lifestyle modifications, medications, and combinations of both. Schedule a medical appointment. Regular checkups enable healthcare professionals to monitor and access cardiovascular health, provide guidance, and maintaining or improvement. Increase physical activity. One of the things I made a point when I retired is I'm walking every day. That's my physical activity, at least 21 minutes. T. It's very serious as my cousin displays chest pains and breathlessness one day, but he didn't see the doctor, and that night he passed away. Oh, sorry to hear that, T. From congenital heart disease. Yeah, that's a serious thing in his sleep, and he was only 42. So these are the signs that we sort of overlook and we can't. And thank you for sharing that, T. Right there, a real world thing. So it's very important as far as that goes. You need to increase your physical activity if you can, and I'm trying to maintain mine. I used to run a lot. I used to run over 200 miles a week back in my younger day. I could probably run a couple miles a week. I'm walking though. I'm walking 21 to 26 minutes every day, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 days a week, okay? The weekend I take off as far as that goes. But we need to incorporate small steps to be more active, such as taking daily walks, engaging physical hobbies, and participating in additional. Now, another important thing is adopt a healthy diet. We can't eat crap all the time, even though the crap may taste good, as far as that goes. Yeah, that happened a lot too. Sometimes people say they don't feel good. Next you hear they pass away in their sleep. That happens. Yeah, that's true, Big Juice. And you got to take it serious, especially if you know people that are up in age. I'm up in age. I'm aware of it. I try and be health conscious. Make increment changes in eating, focusing on consuming balanced diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and low-fat daily products. And also taking vitamins. I've been taking vitamins since I was in high school. Vitamin C, mostly important. I take vitamin C daily, and vitamin E, and that's helped in my physical fitness as far as that goes. You have to eat healthy. You can't go off doing these diets, try one diet, do another diet, and all that. You got to eat, and the main thing about eating is keeping it in portions. You can't overeat. And well, then again, I overeat Wednesday when I had that hamburger because we didn't really have a dinner. So if you have one big meal and that gets you through the rest of the day, well, go for it, I guess. But you have to take small portions, but it has to be balanced. I don't care what they say. I'm saying for myself that I eat a balanced meal. It's kept me healthy, and knock on wood, it will continue to keep me healthy. These fad diets, as far as just to go on this and that, you can say they control this and that, and they really don't. They really don't. So make increment changes in eating habits. Managing stress, that's another big one. Managing stress effectively. Finding healthy coping mechanisms to handle stress. let's see, managing stress, finding healthy coping mechanisms to handling stress. You got to handle the stress of the day, okay? High blood pressure. We mentioned that, Big Juice. Thank you. Less fat foods, Rich. Yes. Yeah, less fast food. Yeah. Well, that hamburger, I don't consider that fast food because that was a sit-down restaurant. It was a good burger. It wasn't a McDonald's. Well, maybe not the French fries. they were a little overboard, but yeah, exactly. I eat a lot less of the fast food there, Steve. So, but that's important. So, but stress is very important. That's why I get up every morning. I do the hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTTD. It puts me in a very positive mood, and that's what helps my heart. Okay, it makes it's you just got to be in a happy mood as far as that goes to continue. I know there's a lot of crap out there, a lot of stress, but you have to find a way of controlling the stress, such as engaging in relaxation techniques, mindfulness, exercise, and seeking support from loved ones. Maybe even do a broadcast and talk about this stuff. And now you hear this more than ever. Mental health, yeah, that's another factor too. That I would throw that in there too. That is a very important. It's the untalked about subject, Big Juice, in a lot of things. Okay, there's shows that are they just concentrate on that, but that's a big factor now. Okay, and that goes with seeking support from loved ones to handle that mental health aspect. You got to talk about things that reduces your stress as far as that. So very good one, Steve. And again, this is it is the what's happening here? What's going on with my thing? So it is American Heart Month for month of February. Of course, it's Valentine's Day. The heart, okay, the heart. Valentine's Day, as far as that goes. So there we have it. So very important to be doing that. And let's see, what else do we got? I think that pretty much sums it up. I guess. So thank you for sharing that, both T and Big Juice there. Thank you for taking part in that little conversation. That was. See, that's why I like to chat for the people. They're giving me real life experiences on dealing with a subject that we should be fully aware of and stuff like that. So let's see, what do we got here? Oh, that's a nice. Oh, I like that one, T. That's cool. That is cool. It's cool. They're putting cool graphic. T is putting a cool graphic in there. I don't know what is that guy called. That's a. Let's see. Does that have a little thing of it? It's a Window 35 love. Okay, you're sending some love my way. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything else on the docket here? We're talking about mental health, Juice. Let me see if I can bring this one up. Let's see, where is it? Is this one on? Yeah, let's bring this one up. Bring this one up. Talking about mental health, I got an article here. Mental Health Association of Southern Tier offers tips to combat seasonal affected disorders. Let me see if I bring this one up. Let's see. Guest stars. Let's listen to this. Let's see. Talking about mental health. This will be a good one. Hang on for a minute. We'll just line this up. Let's 147.30. 147.30. 147.30. Okay, let's see if we can get this one going here. Hang on for a minute. Let's see what we got here. Mental health.
Winter can be hard on your mental health. Shorter days and cold temperatures are just a few of the contributing factors to seasonal affective disorder. 12 News' Kevin Quinn has more on this type of depression that's prevalent this time of year and some local resources to help.
You may notice yourself feeling down this time of year, and it could be a result of seasonal affective disorder. Director of Program Operations for the Mental Health Association of the Southern Tier, Caitlin Andrews, says it's something that can happen regardless of the time of year and in any region.
Can definitely happen in at any part of the year, but it's more common in the fall and winter months. So when there's less sunlight, when it's colder and darker, it can happen in other parts of like different regions. It doesn't have to be specifically like the north, but it definitely is more common.
Exercise, socializing, and a healthy diet are just a few ways to combat symptoms. But even if you're not diagnosed with seasonal affective disorder, you still may notice a decline in your mental health during the winter months.
You hear people say, oh, I couldn't get out of bed this morning. Oh, I can't wait to go to bed tonight. I think it's difficult for everybody, right? It's still dark and cold out when we have to wake up in the morning. It's dark and cold when we get out of work in the evening. It's definitely a tougher time of year.
At the Mental Health Association of the Southern Tier, there's a variety of resources available if you're struggling with your mental health, no matter the time of year.
We have a peer support program. So we have peer support specialists here that can take one-on-one appointments, and we have a variety of groups as well. So we have peer support groups. We have some fun groups, cooking classes, nutrition, yoga, mindfulness. Mindfulness and therapy can also be really helpful for seasonal affective disorder.
To learn more about these services, you can call MHAST or dial their warm line, where there's always someone on the other end to talk. Kevin Quinn.
So there we have it. Even in the middle of winter, as far as that goes. And let's see, we got first time chatter. We got a couple first time chatters here. What's going on there? Let's see. Shut that down. Transition. Hello. And is salt the best? That's an interesting question. Well, I love winter, so I don't. It doesn't bother me either, Big Juice. It's one of those days that you got to look at, but it's one of those. It's in between. Like right now is a critical. It can be a critical time, where people aren't feeling all that great. It's after the holidays, and it's not until that's why we're looking towards spring. Hopefully that. The groundhog down there in Puxatawny, Pennsylvania, sees that as far as that goes, and we have melon. Some of these names that come in here, I don't know, folks. It's just it's interesting. Let's see. Created 2016. Been around. Okay, so you're okay. What about this BMJ? BMG account created 2000. So they've been around for a little bit. So they're first time chatters. We'll see how they go for the two first time chatters, the BMJ and Mel 1. Welcome. Please behave right out of the gate. You zero tolerance. As far as that goes, you cross the line, you get booted. Okay, cut and dry. So thank you for being here. First time chatters. I tell that to everyone that first comes in and stuff. The people that have been here for a while know how I am as far as that goes. So glad to have you here, first time chatters. And it looks like you've been around Twitch for a while from what I see on your bio. Mel 1, you've been around since 2016, and the BMJ's been around since May of 2016, and the other one is May of 2016. Ooh, that's interesting. They're created around the same time, so that's interesting. Just saying, just an observation. Usually first-time chatters, let's see, it's what's the percentage? Maybe 60%, 65 to 70% of the first-time chatters come in here. They get booted. So just say it. Don't tolerate crap. We got cleanup on aisle 8. We'll do that. Just as a friendly reminder there, as far as that goes. That's an interesting thing. I always look at the first-time chatters as far as when they established their account, which these two have been a while, but they're similar, and they came in at the same time. So that's interesting. It might be two individuals that have a ghost account. And as a broadcaster, you got to be aware of that. And I'm just telling you straight up. I'm not a newbie at this broadcasting bit, and I've got some thick skin. So as far as that goes, and sometimes it's fun. But getting back to what you were saying, Steve, I like winter. Winter is a good month. It's not bad. It's an interesting month to where if you're doing things, you got to stay active. I've been real fortunate. Me and the missus this winter, we've been walking 5 days a week, and I think we've taken off maybe 1 or 2 days. So that's keeping us active, and that's again to have a healthy heart. You got to stay active to keep that in mind and stuff like that. So let's see. I think that's about it as far as what we got going here. Let's see. Who do we got? Let me check the broadcast here real quick. So those guys were pop in, pop outs. Okay. They might just be testing to see if they could come in. They're not here anymore. I don't see them. Usually they just popped in, popped out. So, but okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it as far as we're going to be looking at. Let's see. What's your plans for the weekend? T, do you have plans? T, where are you from? I know Steve, Big Juice, is from Ohio. Where are you from, T? I don't know. Do I got Big Juice on the? I think I got Steve on here. Yeah, I got Big Juice. Big Juice is from Ohio. T, where are you from? Oh, you're from the UK. Okay, let me put that down. I'm gonna add. See, I got a list here of the regulars and stuff like that. So because there's so many names that come in here. Let's see, T, and I just got Aussie Joanne. She's over there on. Let's see, T, G, U, N, N. He's in Essex. I've only been to England once, T, and that was back. I was only there at Upper Hayford. I was on an airplane. I got off the plane. I went off base to a pub. I had a warm beer, and then I got back on the plane, and I flew back into Germany. This is back in the early 80s. I was going over to Germany to visit my sister, who was stationed there in the Army. Okay, I got you there, T. Thank you. I'm glad to have you here, T. Let's see. And we got Aussie Joanne. She's over there with over there on Jim Figerty's broadcast. So haven't seen Tim Fan. Tim Fan used to be in here. He's out there in Michigan, and haven't seen him in a while. Of course, he's got a new girlfriend, fiance. I think he's a fiance now. So as far as that goes, and so let's see. Tears, a long way to go for a beer. Oh, I get it. Okay. Tears, a long way to go for a beer. Okay, gotcha. We don't have any beer. We got this bottle of wine that's been sitting in the refrigerator for like a couple of weeks here. We gotta polish off before I go get some beer. But let's see, my plans this weekend. I plan on doing some gaming broadcasts. I need to get some Lord of the Rings, some Guild Wars. You may see Battleground. I'm having fun playing Battleground, PUBG Battleground. So I'll be playing some more of that. And as far as that goes, let's see how's the broadcast going here. Okay, we're good. Okay. Let me just put that up there like that. That'll work. And so I'm planning on doing some broadcasts. Sorry, typo. That's a long way. Oh no, no, I was on an airplane though. I was transit. We stopped to refuel before going. Oh, that's a long way for a beer. Okay, sorry, typo. No problem. No, actually, we had time. So there was a bunch of us who said, "Well, where's the local establishment?" And they said, I think it was either Upper Hayford or another, where the name of the pub was a beer Bird in Hand. It was Bird in Hand, the name of the pub. I don't know if that was outside Lake and Heath or Upper Hayford. One of those two bases, I remember. It was the only time I've ever been to England. So it was right outside the gate, and then we came right back on the post and stuff. It was like we had like an hour and a half layover. So we asked the air crew there. We were flying on a KC-135. And we asked, do we have time to go? They said, yeah, go ahead. And then one of the crew members, I guess he came with us because he was off duty, so he could go have a beer with us. I think we ended up having a couple. We didn't come back drunk or anything like that, but we had a beer, and I remember it was warm beer. It was a warm beer. It wasn't ice cold like they when you go into a bar here, it's ice cold draft and stuff like that. So I like the occasional beer now. It's a taste. The one beer I drink here when I do have is called Yingling. It's a Pennsylvania beer. It's from America's oldest brewery, the Yingling Beer Company. They got various, and there's a lot of microbreweries. Like I said, this past Wednesday when I went to the Beer Tree, that's a microbrewery. There's a lot of microbreweries, and there's some good homemade beer brew as far as that goes. All right, folks, we're coming up on we just hit the 2-hour mark, so we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here. And I want to say thank you very much to there we go. Thank you to T. Thank you, Big Juice, as far as for being here. Greatly thank you for taking part in the conversation. Greatly appreciated. I want to say thank you to Aussie Joanna from Australia. Actually, she comes in from what was the town she said she's from? She's from Tuwo MBA, Queensland. She's from Queensland, Australia. Thank you for being here. Thank you for Big Juice, Steve, Big Steve there from Ohio. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Tina coming in from Jersey. She's our Jersey girl. Thank you, Tony. He's currently out of town at some undisclosed location. Have a great weekend, Tony. And thank you, T-Gun. Thank you coming in from Essex, United Kingdom. Thank you, my friend, for being here on the morning broadcast. And thank you, these first-time chatters, the BMJ and the Mel 1, whoever they are. Thank you for popping in and popping out. And you have a great weekend too, T. And we'll be talking with you. And I'm Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch, at Fireman Rich over there on X/Twitter, Fireman Rich at Truth Social, at Fireman Rich on Blue Sky, which is I like Blue Sky. Blue Sky is a pretty good one. At Fireman Rich on Instagram Threads, and on the Facebook side, the public Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich. Just check the notes on the Twitch show note page. There's places, and there's Laura. Laura, I'm just you were hanging out with Jim. You were hanging out over there with Jim Figerty. Yeah, Laura. Laura coming in from Norway. Thank you, Nora. I hope you're having a great day. Having a great day. You're probably over there hanging out with Jim. But you all have a great one. And again, have a great weekend. We'll be back Monday here on Twitch for the Monday morning coffee Twitch broadcast. And we'll be drinking a morning cup of brew. Not beer, but coffee. Okay, cup of Joe. We know Cup of Joe, yeah. Thanks, have a good one. You too, Laura. Thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciate it. All right, folks, you all have a great one. Live life, have fun, Ciao for now. As always, peace. And thanks again, guys, in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. You have a great one, guys. Take care.